Hi, my name is Kaylee Calloway, and this is a lyrics breakdown and backstory on my debut song, Trust Me.
You know what? I think that's good. I mean, I can keep going, but I'll be nice, I guess.
So if you're new here, hi, my name is Kaylee Calloway, and I'm so happy that you're here. I have been a singer and songwriter and performer since I was a little kid. I started recording my own music when I was about 10. I used to play out at different festivals, and I'd be in the recording studio, and I'd be in songwriting competitions. And after a few years off to finish my degree, which I just graduated for in May, if you've seen my album cover, I am back and ready to be in music full time. I just love making music. It makes me so happy, and I'm honored that you're here. So thank you for being here with me. And there's a lot to get into, so let's get into it. So, this song. So, my song, Trust Me, it's based on a very real and very dramatic fallout that I had earlier this year. Earlier this year, I had a friend. They were a close friend for a really long time. And then I saw them turn into someone just very different. Just like not good, different. And I was really, really nice, really, really kind the whole time that they were acting this way towards me for, God, a year, maybe more than that. And the final straw for me was whenever they invited me to an event with all of their friends. They invited me to an event with a bunch of their friends, and whenever I got there to go find them, they said that they did not know where they are. They stopped texting me, and they turned their phone off. So like that kind of mean girl, So that's what I was going through that for, oh my God, God knows how long. And I had so many similar experiences to that. That was not the first time something like that had happened to me, but it wasn't the last. But that one is the one that stands out in my brain the most. I don't even know what to say. They're just, I don't know, Regina George type of mean. Apparently it's 2004 because this is Mean Girls. I every once in a while, I would find the courage to stand up for myself. We would plan out nights for us to hang out together. Let's have a girls' night. Let's make dinner. Let's make cookies or whatever. And I would tell my other friends, hey, I can't hang out tonight. Or no, I'm busy tonight. I would turn down other events, things going on, to make time for this person in my life because they meant something to me. And they would then decide to go out and go partying. After we made plans to hang out together. So it was just this endless cycle, this just absolutely entitled, just self-absorbed attitude that no one else in the whole wide world mattered except for them. And I saw them treat a lot of people bad, but I got the brunt of everything. So after months and months and forever of dealing with this nonsense, I was like, oh my God, I've had enough. And I blocked them. Yep. I just was like, I cannot live my life like this anymore. I'm done. I can't do it. And I was really, really scared for a really, really, really long time to do that because I didn't want people to think that I was someone who was mean or that I was someone who would ever do any of those things. But I realized that by associating with this person that I would look like a mean girl if I even associated with them. So it was not worth my time, my energy, my peace, my nothing. And why go through nonsense if you can't write music about it, right? So, hi, it's my doggy. It's Ashy. Come here. Hi. This is my doggy, Ashy. I love her so much. I think she might just be hanging out with us for the rest of the time. I love you. I love you. Ashy. Okay, I'll try to not get distracted now that she's here. Okay. This song, wait, hold on. I still have more to tell you first. Okay, let's backtrack. I got done with this friend. I got done with the friendship. I blocked them from my life. It kind of happened kind of sporadically, I was just like, I literally cannot do this anymore. It was taking such a toll on me just as a person, and I don't even want to go into like all of the mean things that they did to me. But I made the decision to stand up for myself. Miss Ashley was there for it. And I blocked them. I was done. And the moment, literally, that I blocked them from my life, like my whole world got brighter. I was I was reconnecting with old friends. I was making new relationships. I started pursuing my dreams again, both in acting and in music. And I got out of my writer's block. I started wearing colors I hadn't worn in so long, and the world just looked brighter and better and happier and more amazing. And I was like, this is what I've been missing this whole time. And with all of this joy and this happiness and this new life that I live, it was a couple months ago, my boyfriend brought it up to me. My boyfriend was like, hey, do you remember so-and-so? And I was like, you know what? I literally have not thought of them for a single moment since I blocked them. And that really sat with me. I was like, wow, this person who like dictated how my heart was feeling so many times and made me feel so bad, I literally forgot that they existed. And I was like, how amazing and powerful is that? You know, figuring out who you are and all of these amazing things. And I was like, you know what? They are actually the most, they are the most self-absorbed person. I was like, I bet that they think that I think about them when I don't at all. And I was like, that drives me crazy. I was like, I've never met someone as self-absorbed as this person. And that's how the first lines of this song were made. So now that we've gone into the backstory, I want to break down the song lyrics, and hopefully you love it as much as I did making it. So let's do that. So after a little vocal run intro, verse 1 starts with, I've never met someone as self-absorbed as you. It's alarming, never charming at all. I chose these lyrics specifically because they are just so, like I said, these were the first lyrics that I chose for the song. And I just was honestly just flabbergasted reflecting on how truly entitled and self-centered they were. Like, this genuinely came from a place of true, sincere horror. I don't even know the right word, but like, truly, you're so self-absorbed. Like, you need to know that you don't come across as charming. This is scary. Oh my God. Like that kind of energy. It moves on to, had so much to say until our final fray. Now your season's beyond gone. Sorry, my little doggy is playing on the floor in case you hear her. I had a lot of things in my heart at the time that I really wanted to say, that I just really wanted to get out, and that I really wanted to say, but I didn't have the courage to. I didn't know how to stand up for myself for a really long time fully. So I had so many things I wanted to get out, but I couldn't until our final little few experiences together. That's when I finally had something to say, but it was maybe 2% of what I needed and wanted to say. All those months of waiting had been over for me. Now I have words to return. This is actually a little sneak peek into why this song is called Trust Me. All those months of waiting, like I said, all of those days that I would put hanging out with other friends on hold or going to other events on hold. Sorry, the light is coming through so bright. Let me close that. Is this better? Let's see. Yeah, no. Maybe just close the whole window. Is that okay? Is that okay? Are we okay? We're okay. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, all those months of waiting had been over for me. So all those months that I sat there waiting for them to fulfill the scheduled time together that we said that we were going to spend together, and just all of like the weeks and months of time that I spent waiting around for them to answer, and you know, it was just, I was done. All those months of waiting, it was over for me. But now I have words to return. So there's her little sneak peek as to why. It's called Trust Me. And to round out the first verse, but I'll keep it short and put simply, and only give you one verse. Yeah, I have a lot of things that I could say, right? I have a lot that if I really wanted to give in, and if I really wanted to backtrack into how I felt then, yeah, I could get it all out and scream and yell and all that stuff, but I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. I'm not gonna waste my time giving you even more than one verse. It's not worth it. That's it. So let's move on to our chorus. We have a chorus left, our bridge, and our last chorus. And then our outro, of course. Our chorus! I love the chorus. It's, you can't go out and say this song is unfair when we both know everything you did was all planned. So don't go out, whenever they hear this song, you can't go out like you used to whenever you'd leave me hanging after we made plans. You can't go out with those same people or whoever it is that you want and say, oh my gosh, Kaylee just wrote the meanest song about me. Did you hear that? Because you and I both know that everything that you did was orchestrated. Everything that you did, you planned to do that. You meant to do that. So don't tell me that this is not fair, because it absolutely is. I'm getting heated right now. Did was all planned, and so it's time to confirm and set the record right. We can start with your favorite lie. Yeah, I didn't say anything. For a long time, I kept my mouth shut. I didn't say anything to anybody about any of the mean things. If anybody asked me about me and this person, I would only say kind things, and it was time to get my truth out there. Speak the reality. Tell it like it is. Let's confirm everything. Let's make everyone's feelings known. Let's set the record right. And how about we start with your favorite lie? What was their favorite lie? Let's go into the bridge. Trust me. Believe me. I used to get those words all the time. Kaylee, I promise that I will do better. I promise that I will be better. Trust me. Please, I'm going to be there next time. Believe me. No, trust me. Believe me. Bet you remember that line, don't ya? I loved writing this bridge. Honestly, the bridge came before either of the choruses. I thought back, early on in the songwriting process, what do I want to call this song? And I cycled through a lot of different things that I could have named this song. And I couldn't really figure out exactly what I wanted to title this song yet. And it was my boyfriend and we were talking and hanging out. And I was just reminiscing on all of the rotten things that they had done, getting ready to make this song. And I thought back to all of the nights that they tried to make me feel better by saying, trust me, Kaylee. Kaylee, believe me. When it was all just a lie. So yeah, why don't we start with your favorite lie? Trust me. Believe me. Bet you remember that line, don't you? The rest of the bridge, but listen so closely when I tell you this. Pretty self-explanatory there. It's just a really, really fun sounding like Y2K almost through the phone. You've got background vocals, so it sounds stacked, layered, dimensional. I loved making that part of the song. That was the part of the song where I started putting background vocals on it after all of the other tracks had been laid. And that is what started bringing this song truly, truly, truly to life. And it's this really, really big part that when I tell you this, and then it goes, it's so cool. It's these stacked vocals. It's, and then it goes into the chorus. I truly couldn't think less about you. But the chorus, we've got to the big part where I'm getting it all out. I'm saying exactly how I'm feeling. You want to know the truth? Here's the truth. It's, I truly couldn't think less about you. Don't be fooled. I wrote this out of the blue just because I wanted to. I didn't want them to be under the impression that I was still thinking about them and was still mad, and that I've been like this sad and mad for so long, and that I've been thinking about. No, I wrote this out of the blue because I can, and because I wanted to. That's that. Yeah. Do you need anything more? Like, come on. I wrote this out of the blue just because I wanted to. The sun shines brighter every hour that you're not around. I loved writing this line. You're just a leech on patience. God, I made it. Don't you hate this? All of the times I gave you a second chance and forgave you. Like, you suck the life out of people. You know, you take away from people's ability to experience the world. It is a chore to know you. So I'm gonna save that one for another song. I'm gonna save that lyric. So it ends with, just know I never ever miss you, you issue. Trust me, as I forget. Who? Oh, you. Oh, yeah. I love that ending. Those were actually the last lyrics that I wrote for the whole song. I could not figure out how I wanted the second chorus to end, right? Because I didn't even give this song a second verse. Like, this is the explosion. Like, this is the big moment. What do I want it to be? What do I have to say? And I was like, say exactly what you're thinking. Just know I never ever miss you. And they've been such a problem as I've seen them exist. You issue. Trust me. Trust me when I say this. Believe me. Trust me when I say that I'm forgetting. Who? Oh, already forgot. You. Oh, yeah. And then it ends with a spoken part. My little outro. How does that part go? It's, you know what? I think that's good. I mean, I could keep going, but I'll be nice, I guess. Someone's gotta be nice in this situation, right? And my outro, I love this part. Just so you know, I know you copy everything I do, and so I'm sure you'll try to release your own song too. As I got closer in the relationship, the more they copied my style, my career, my aspirations. I don't even really have anything else to say for that part. I think I'd rather let it speak for itself. But we'll see if this prophecy that's been made comes to fruition. I'm sure that it will, though. I wouldn't know, but I'm sure it will. Anyways, if you liked this music breakdown, I have more music that will be coming out in early 2026. If you'd like to listen to the instrumental version, I will link that video down below. It's called Sweet and Sour. It is very, very fun. I also posted some teaser videos with some choral stackings that I made on it. I love this song. I wrote this song about 1.5 years ago, and I genuinely could not be more excited to be releasing it soon. But trust me, I specifically chose the album cover to be my graduation picture because with my graduation, I was leaving my old life and so much behind and just entering into this new world, this new territory where I could kind of really be something all over again. There was so much happening. She was there for all of that. I could do a video about my graduation and all of the stuff that was happening at the same time. That's a whole story in itself. But until then, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for listening to me sing. Thank you for taking a chance on me and listening to me ramble. I like to yap. I'm a yapper. But thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my lyrics. I hope that you love it. Please let me know what you think of the promo picture that I made down below. Let me know what you think of the song. I will link my Amazon Music, Spotify Music, Apple Music links in the description. And thank you so much for being here. I hope that you loved this story. I hope that it wasn't too dramatic. But thank you for being here. Once again, my name is Kaylee Calloway, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Thank you so much.